We are here.
Woo!
As you can see, the four dynamic ladies are back. Let's go.
Woo!
We have missed you guys. It's been entirely too long, 2 weeks, but we are here. What's up, Sean? Man, we are super excited. We have a fantastic show for you guys. Come on, tune in. I want to make sure that I'm sharing and getting everybody in here, making sure that they are tuning in and watching us on our great show. Oh, yeah, I see us live. There you go, Nicole. I see you live. There you go.
Ah!
Go. I cannot wait to start the show. We got some fantastic football to talk about, and we have some football that's going on today. So let's get ahead and start this show. We are the Ladies Takeover. I am Janae Strother. I am one half of that dynamic duo in the Let's Talk Football, but I'm also one of the hosts with these beautiful ladies, and it is an honor to be with them today. All right, so who else do we have? Who's right next to me?
Hello, I'm Kate, creator of the Ladies Takeover, Elverson. Tom Brady's biggest fan forever in life.
Woo!
Never gonna not be him. And if you can't tell by my sweatshirt, I'm go blue on Saturdays, go Lions on Sundays.
Hey!
Nice.
There we go. I like that. I like that. And right under Kate, who we have?
Hey, it's me, Delilah. What's up, everybody? Hey. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm so happy that the four of us are here. But shout out to our male co-host that joined us. Last time was Anthony. Before that was Sean. Thank you for holding it down.
Yes.
Thank you both for supporting the All Ladies Sportscast. You are an ally. We love you guys. Thank you for always joining us. You're always welcome on the show again. Thank you, guys.
Let's go. Let's go. And last but not least, who do we have?
Hello, it's Nicole, the way up north Saints fan, here to stay with forever. They tried giving me a Bills jersey, and I said no. I'm gonna stick with my Saints.
Come on, you need to be a part of it. You're close enough to the Bills than you are New Orleans. So just go ahead and do it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. She is a diehard Saints fan, and we are four women that know the game of football. We are super excited to start the show. But before we do that, we want to take a minute to send condolences to the Marshawn Nealon family. If you have not heard, today, this morning when you woke up, there was some news about the Dallas Cowboys defensive end, Marshawn Nealon, taking his life today. And we just want to just make sure that we do a moment of silence for him. This is a hard time. You just never know what people are going through. And now we have to mourn the fact that his fiance is pregnant with his child, and it's just a whole, it's to go so young, people think that that's the way out, and I just wish that he did not do that. But we have to make sure that in this time we just think about the family. The family is still there. The Dallas Cowboys players, I know this was a brother to you guys, so we're sending condolences to all of you, but we want to make sure we do a moment of silence. So can we do that right now? Thank you, everybody, for that. We definitely want to send our love and thoughts and prayers out to that family. But we got to move on to the next part of the show, which we all love, is there's football on tonight, ladies. There is football on right now. Kate has already told us there's a score of 7-0. The Raiders are up, but we still got to make our predictions. So, Kate, go ahead and take it away. What you got?
Even though it's 7-0, I do hope and think that the Broncos will come back. Bo Nix has been an amazing quarterback this season, leading the Broncos and leading the charge down. I really hope that it's Broncos win tonight, and Sean Payton is a veteran coach, and I think they can do it even with how good the Raiders are starting to become. So I'm going with the Broncos, but I am not going to give a score, but I think it won't be a. I think there'll be a spread. There'll be it won't be close.
Oh, I was on mute. We got to, she got some faith in those Broncos. All right, Delilah, what you think?
All right. I'm going to go because it's a rivalry and it's in the same division. And we've seen this happen before. And so I love you, Tina. You're my colleague on our other show. But I'm going to give it to the Raiders, but not by a lot. I think even though the Thursday night football games have been really exciting lately, I just think the way that these two teams have faced each other for like a long time and the rivalry and all that,
Yeah.
I do think it'll be a close game because we've seen those division games go really weird and lopsided. And so today I'm going to give the edge to the Raiders, and I think they win by a field goal. Like something weird like that. You know what I mean? Not nothing crazy, but a field goal, something, you know what I mean? Something small.
Okay, close game. I like it. Nicole, Raiders, Broncos, what you thinking?
They're doing really good, those Broncos. And I do like the Raiders, but I do have to say Bo Nix and what they got planned for him tonight is really, as the new kids would say with the meme, the 41 is the new 6'7". We're gonna go and take it with the Broncos, and they are going to win by not 41 exactly, and I can't say 6'7", so we're just gonna go with a good old 25.
Okay.
Wow,
Oh,
you're
wow.
like serious. It's a beatdown.
I like it. It's gonna be a blowout. All right. I can dig it. I actually have to go to my dad's house in a couple of weekends, so I'm not going to go against my dad's Raiders. So I gotta go with the Raiders because my dad's a diehard Raiders fan, and I could not go against him this week. If my Cowboys were not playing this week, the Raiders is who I'm going to root for this week. So and the Bills, of course, and the Bills. So I'm going to go Raiders, and I do think it's going to be a close game, like Delilah said. I think it's going to be a 3-point difference, maybe 21. Let's do 21-17. 21-17 Raiders. But let us know in the comments what you guys think. We got the Raiders and we got the Broncos playing. Both teams. Broncos seem to be hot right now. The Raiders, they're up and down, but they have their moments of doing pretty well. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. All right, we got to get on to our next section. Delilah, what do we got?
The drama! Guys, this show right here is genuine because we're going to really talk about it. We're going to give you the nitty-gritty of what we're thinking. We want you guys to chime in because it actually is some drama. Guys, it's only week 5. Only 5 games have been played. But guess what? A coach has been fired.
Let's go! It wouldn't be the ladies' takeover if we didn't talk about some drama. And everybody knows that on this show, we're going to bring it to you. All right, guys, so as we know that the trade deadline was Tuesday. So because we haven't seen each other and there's been a lot of chatter all over about the Jets making big moves, the Jets were able to secure 3 first-round picks and a second-rounder, all due to 2 players. We got Sauce Gardner that's heading over to the Colts, Quentin Williams heading over to the Dallas Cowboys, and it looks like the Jets will have a chance, an opportunity to start over, clean house. Anytime that you get rid of players, especially Sauce Gardner just got his contract in the offseason. Quentin Williams, dynamic, a player that they drafted, they knew that they were going to have to dish out some money for again because he is Quentin Williams, a very good defensive player. What do you guys think? Do the Jets win this trade by giving away all these players, starting over? It does, in my opinion, mean that maybe Aaron Glenn is definitely going to get a second chance to be able to build the team that he came for. I mean, he got there. Team was already done. I think he added, Justin Fields and all of that. I just don't, I don't think that they make all of these moves and Aaron Glenn does not have a position next year. But Kate, what do you think about those trades and the Jets basically saying that they can get rid of their top players to get some draft picks?
I think it's important that Eric Glenn picks who he wants to be the identity of the Jets and get his own players and bring in his own talent that he sees. And he must see something, must saw something that he went to the GM and said, yes, this is a good trade. And I think it's a smart trade. And I think that we definitely need fresh blood in here. And to be honest, Sauce Gardner hasn't been the standout player that we all thought he would be. You don't hear his name a whole lot when you're thinking of defense and you're thinking of that corner position. So I think it's a good trade, a smart trade, and I can't wait to see what my former defensive coordinator does with those Jets and rebuilding that team and what happens in the future. So I think it was very, very smart, and it was very like Brad Holmes-esque. I wonder where he learned it from. His former GM. Brad Holmes does a lot of things like that. So I think he took something from his former GM's playbook, and we're going to see what happens.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. It could work out on both ends. It could be product of your environment. When you go to the Jets, it's kind of like, but Delilah, I got to kick it over to you because what do you think? I mean, with them, even with the draft picks, do you think even with them getting a new slate of teams and young players, the Jets is known for a place where teams just, players just go to not die, but not do great. What do you think?
I think tapping on what Kate was saying, because of where Glenn came from, before that, if we remember Kate's team a few years ago, they had a losing record and they were like, fire this guy, fire blah, blah, blah. And they were adamant, were they not? And then all of a sudden, the next season, they blew everybody out of the wire.
Night and day, yeah.
Right? Went into the playoffs, right? And so I think that because of that, because he's carrying that with him, that even though right now they have a losing record, Justin played the best game I've seen all season. I mean, crazy. Over 200 yards, no picks, 1 touchdown, monster game, right? And so I think he deserves another shot. And I think that Glenn, like Kate was saying, deserves to kind of pick his guys. And if you have 3 first rounders and a second, that is a major deal. Mm-hmm. I mean, that is like...
Including your pick. So it's like they have their 2 and the 3 and 5 first round picks.
That's what I mean. So I feel like they put Glenn in a good position. And I think he was like, listen, let me do what I have to do. We need to get some talent in here. We need to get morale up. Let's just forget what happened before. And he's probably saying hey, don't forget, I came from a team that came from brown bags and losing seasons and people being depressed and then we had a winning season. And so he's probably listen, I'm bringing that same kind of mentality his old way, right? Because I never want to say because that's not what I'm saying. But that winning mentality is what I mean. That winning mentality and that mentality of let me get some fresh kids coming up, see what we do. We know it's not really quarterback heavy, right? I know from the college folks. So that means he gets to pick some other wide receivers, some running backs, to build around Justin and buff up that defense, right? Because we're learning that, for a while we thought defense didn't matter anymore, right? But we learned the last Super Bowls that yes, it does. Defense still matters.
Yes, it does.
And so I love it. I can't wait to see what they do with it. Honestly, I get sad when I see, because as a Chicago fan, I know what it feels like. So I get what it means to want to see your team do well. Have you seen all the videos with the little boys crying? The dad's God, they traded away Sauce, and the kid's crying, why am I even a Jets fan? I'm the drama of being introduced to your sports team.
That's true. Oh yeah, welcome to being a fan of your team.
Right, welcome to that, right? But anyway, honestly, I think it's a good. I think they did great. Honestly, I honestly I thought this was a good move on them. They're not going anywhere this season, right? So why not do what you can and just play the rest of the season? Whatever happens, happens. And next year, you have first round picks. So kudos to the Jets. I actually think this was a good move.
Okay, I like it. I like that opinion. Nicole, what do you got? Do you think it was a good decision on the New York Jets to just clean house and start over?
I mean, our long lost cousin, the Jets. I know your pain that you're suffering right now from an ailment of probably some weird coaching decisions and bad coordination within the coordination of the coordination of the
Yeah.
coordination of the coordinating coordinator and the coordinator. I don't know. But yeah, it's about time the funk song brother right about now. So I think that's good. I think they need to right about now. They should be
I love it.
looking forward to the next draft. Hey, that's what we're in, and now I feel like we kind of got a side game of like competition now with the Jets and being like, you're stealing our spotlight
Yeah.
for the next draft,
Saints and
and
Jets are like
yeah.
ah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's good for them. I'm gonna say that good for them. They got to do what they got to do. It's
Listen,
clearly
at least
getting a
it's not the
result.
battle of Archie, right? Because we know he's not coming
Yeah.
this
Yep.
season, you guys. So your
Yeah,
tanky has nothing to do with that anymore.
yeah, yeah. That's
I
it.
I understand though. I mean, when you're in a position like Delilah said, you're not winning right now. There's nothing really on the upside. You can have great players, but if the great players aren't contributing to your
Right.
wins and you're still losing, it may turn out. But we will all see because it's gonna come up. This draft coming up will be very interesting with the Jets having so many picks in the draft.
Yeah.
This should be great. Hey, but we got to move on to the next one. It looks like Kyler Murray is done. Even when he comes back off of injury, looks like Jacoby Brissett has earned the right with his 2 out of 3 wins, to be like, hey, I'm good enough to take over the spot. You guys saw how they were able to be balanced against Dallas the week before that, the week before that. They have looked better since Kyler Murray has been injured. So, what are you guys thinking? Is Kyler Murray? Is it okay for teams to even after a couple games just get rid of their starting quarterback, the one that you've paid, and just move on? Do you guys think that's okay? In my opinion, I think
I
it's
do.
okay. Nicole, what
Yes,
do you
I do.
think?
I think it's okay. Sometimes the college rules are different than the NFL. I know they're making them quite similar and stuff. But there's certain things I feel like sometimes either they're not ready or like depending on how many starts he's had, and I know that he's had quite a few starts with the Cardinals. He's been with the Cardinals for a long time. I don't know, but I feel like he's been there for a long time. So if it's not working out, yeah, I think it's time for
Yeah,
Kyler Murray.
yeah. I mean, you're right. Kyler has been with the team for quite a while now, and you haven't seen the production, and you got somebody coming in, sparking a little fire. And Kate, what you think?
I think it's time. I mean, Kyler's been injured. He's had his ups and downs in the league, and he's had his good seasons,
Yeah,
his flashes of his old Heisman glory back in Oklahoma. To now, he's not playing the way he should. And Jacoby's been fun to watch. I'm sorry, I wasn't so I'm sorry I was cheering for them. My Will Johnson from Michigan is on the Arizona Cardinals. He did really well against your CD Lamb, by the way. But anyway, I really am happy for Jacoby, and I love to see the next man up, like the underdog, get his chance at spotlight and get his chance to be the number one. And I think more teams need to be gutsy enough to do that and make changes when it's needed at positions. And I'm happy to see that the Arizona Cardinals are taking this chance and giving him his time to shine. And I'm excited to see what happens in Arizona. I mean, he had some really good looks. I mean, he made Ugh. Even Marvin Harrison Jr., the Ohio State Buckeye, looked good the other day.
Yeah, they did very well against
They
us.
did very, very well. So, anyway, with that being said, I'm excited to see the Brissett era in Arizona, and I'm excited to see what happens next. Maybe they'll get back in the playoffs.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, absolutely. Hey, Anthony said other teams haven't seen
Yeah.
Jacoby and the playback they pulled out for him. Give defenses time to adjust after a couple weeks of film. He may come back to earth. Hey, it happened with Sam Darnold. I am a true thank Tommy Cutlets. It comes back with players that you don't think that they got it anymore, but they come back and make some noise. Delilah, what you think?
Yeah, I'm with it. Listen, here's why I'm okay with it. It wasn't like they didn't give Kyler chances. That, especially in that scenario.
Facts.
As soon as they drafted him, he got injured. If we remember, like literally, like that first season, he was out. And so they tried. And that's where I'm saying it's not like Arizona was like, I'm done. They tried multiple times to give him a shot,
You're right.
to let him heal up. And so it wasn't like just some random, like, let me put Jacoby. They tried. And then all of a sudden, their backup comes in, and we've seen it happen in other teams. It just happens. And it's not about like, hate or like or any. It just happened to be that they clicked. He got, he clicked with the guys, and they're winning. And at the end of the day, you want your team to win football. I'm sorry. That's just literally the whole point.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
So, but it does make that division really interesting, because for a while we thought that was, we started laughing at that division, right? For a while we're like, they're all losing, they're mediocre, but now now they turned it around. They're starting to win some games, right? And so, now they got competitive out west. So I think I like it. Listen, I love competition in football. I love when it's hard for you to get your wins. I like when it's hard for you to win your division. You should. I'm just saying,
100%.
It should be very challenging for you to win your division, for you to make it through the wild card. You know what I mean? I feel like you should fight for it.
100%.
Get out. And so I love it. I no hate on Kyler. They tried multiple times, and now the team is winning with Jacoby. I like when also backup quarterback gets second chances.
Yes.
Because you're waiting in the rafters. And, other teams, they tried and just never clicked. And for some reason, it just clicked in Arizona. So let's give Jacoby a shot too, though. I know we're focusing on Kyler, but come on, let's give Brissett a shot and let's see what he does with Arizona.
You're right.
Good luck, Arizona. See what you do over there in the West.
I love it. I think the exact same thing. I think, like Anthony said, you play to win the game. You gotta play to win the game. And if somebody's gonna come in and you're winning, remember, jobs are on the line. Jobs are on the line. We have seen a coach get let go for Kyler Murray. Jobs are on the line. So hey, if you got a quarterback that's gonna come in, bring some life, do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to give one more really quick. I know we're running out of time for the drama, but this one's got to be told. Antonio Brown has been extradited from Dubai back home to the United States on attempted murder charges. This is, we cannot, you are all guilty, innocent until proven guilty. We have to make sure we say that. But, hey, this is stemming from an incident that happened after a fight. I don't know if you guys saw the video. There was a video that came out of a bunch of people fighting, him engaging with a whole bunch of people, which he didn't need to be doing. Just get out of there and walk away because of who you are. But it looks like it's catching up to him. Attempted murder charge. Guys, do we have anything to say about this? This is just crazy because we all have felt the last few years that Antonio Brown is losing it. Like, he's losing it in different ways. Say the things he says, the things he does. But this is to the point now where this is pretty crazy, and we all saw it. So, Delilah, what do you think about this one?
I think that you're right. We have covered him a few times. I was talking to, because we always do. We do pre-show stuff, right? Because we're a sports show, okay? I know y'all calling us podcast.
Yes.
But we are all women's sports football show. So we do pre-checks and talk about things.
Yes.
And so we have talked about him a few times in the drama segment. And I mentioned how right now the science isn't there to really check that brain for CTE. I'm not excusing all of his behavior. That's not what I mean. But there have been a lot of studies about what that does to the brain. And it does change your brain chemistry, and it does make you more aggressive, and it does make you do different things. We've seen where sadly self-harm has happened, and it opens their brains, and it's like mush in there. Okay, like it's sad, but they like was it? I covered him. Oh my god, Polynesian. I'm trying the Sean. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Palamalu.
Yes, so like he also did self harm and went out, and then when they opened his brain, it was bad because unfortunately, right now they can't check it.
Oh, Hernandez, Aaron Hernandez. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Hernandez, but it was someone else. Someone else. Well, he went. There was different thing, but like it was someone who committed self harm. I'll think about it later. I'm sorry. I'll come back to it. It's just because. But when they opened his brain as well, he had also his brain was damaged through CTE, and so again, it does change your brain. And and so I'm not saying that this is what's happened. However, I feel like he should get the care. We talk about mental health here all the time. And I feel like I wish that he would have gotten help when we saw him acting erratically, doing all these different things. I wish that he had people around him that would be like, you know what, my guy, like you need some help. Like you need to do something to take care of yourself. You could be announcing in a booth. Do you know what I mean? There are things that he could be doing with his experience playing football than like doing all these things where he's always in news, different things. And now this is really serious. He got extradited from another country back to the US over something that he did in a club in Miami.
Yes.
And so like now it's like, dude, this is serious, man. You could go to prison, not jail, prison. There's a difference between jail and prison. And so I don't know, whatever happens, I really hope that he turns a new leaf. I really hope that he learns from whatever comes from this and gets the help he needs, because it's obvious he does. It's obvious that he needs help with his aggression. It's obvious that he needs help with he always has different like sweet mood swings. We've seen it, right? And so I just want you to get the help you need, Antonio Brown, so that you don't lose your legacy as the stuff that you did before, so that this doesn't erase what you did as a football player. You know what I mean? I don't want to bring him up, but look at O.J. Simpson. Just saying.
Yeah.
Right? All of his football accolades, which were a lot, are gone. Gone. No one will ever remember him for his football playing days. Just saying. Just come on. Get help.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely perfect. You hit the nail on the head. We're talking about a top 5 wide receiver in the entire. I mean, we're talking about top 5. He is mentioned on top players, top 5 as wide receivers. Antonio Brown was a GOAT on the field as far as wide receiver, and now you're right. The legacy is now tarnished. Kate, what do you think?
Well, we've talked about my favorite player, Tom Brady. Tom Brady tried to get him help several times, tried to do whatever he could to rein him in, tried bringing him on to the Buccaneers when he knew he needed guidance, tried doing whatever it took to get Antonio to be a good man and behave. And then Antonio goes and puts gross, awful memes with Gisele Bundchen out there when they're in the midst of their divorce and everything else. And here's Tom being a good guy going, I'm trying to help you. But some people are beyond help. Some people are their own worst enemy, their own ticking time bomb. And apparently Antonio Brown hasn't hit his rock bottom, which hopefully this will be, but who knows? But the fact that he was in Dubai told me knew something was about to happen. It's pretty shady to be knowing that you could be on attempted arrest arrested for attempted murder charges and they find you in Dubai and have to extradite you back to the United States. I hope he gets the help he needs, but I also know that he's been offered a lot of help from a lot of people and he's turned it all down. Former coaches, former players, former teammates, lots of people in the league have offered him help. And
yeah,
so
he needs mandatory help then, like Anthony was saying.
And you know what? He might get that in prison, and sometimes that might be his saving grace, even though prison's a dark place. But some people, it's been their best hospital and best chance to reform and become a better person, because they've been taken from their element that they know no bounds with.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Hopefully he'll get a good chaplain in there that shows him the way, the truth, and the light, and show him who God is, and maybe he'll learn. And that's what he needs, and he needs all the prayers from all of us that he will get the help that he needs, because it's the only thing that's going to get him where he needs to be. And I do agree. I do feel like if this is true and he did do this, that he'll get the help he needs, but he's not going to get it on his own, and he's only going to get worse from here. I mean, if he doesn't grow up soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that you hit it right on the money, because he definitely needs the help like ASAP. Nicole, you got anything to add to that?
You guys got it covered so well. I agree with both of you guys. Yeah, like I said, nobody's perfect. They pick these guys, for their athleticism at the time, but
Yeah.
the NFL is like a huge, honestly, like a city in itself with how many they have. So, and with that comes, needing to get the things that you need to get, and the mishaps that happen with not knowing that you're not, untouchable, and that yes, we actually outside the NFL, our whole entire world.
Yes. Exactly.
And you're human
100%.
and just like one of us, so that's the way I feel. But yeah, you guys covered it well.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a really sad situation, but it is what it is. I mean, hoping that he gets all the help. Having said that, Tua needs to retire, and he's going to. Oh man, yeah, he definitely needs to retire, because that concussions are not good. I mean, we know what it does to the body, but we're sending all the, the well wishes to all of those players that have to deal with that and getting their heads and all of that. But Antonio Brown, man, we're wondering what's going on with you, my man, and we're wishing you all the luck for sure. All right, but we got to move on to the next subject. All right, what do we got on the list, Delilah?
Beyond the game. All right. Inspiring football stories. All right. Last week I brought you, the mama out there doing practice drills with her son and her work clothes. And she did a good job, because she was really out there like wrong. Sorry.
Let's
wrong
go.
one.
It's okay.
We tried that again. I'm sorry. It's been a while
okay.
since the four of us been together. One more time.
So there's a lot of talk, but the breakdown is those are my top 5. It matches up with CBS, not in the right order. But there we have it, ladies. There's my early front runner. MVP the NFL based on the numbers. What do you think?
Now you already know we gotta have our girl Kate come in with the breakdown. What you got for us today, Kate?
Mute.
Kate, you're mute.
We can't hear you.
It's all about the leaderboard and who's like rushing the best,
Let's go.
the best, passing the best, who's leading in defense. So let's break it down. So for offense right now, who's leading in rushing in the NFL? is Jonathan Taylor of the Indianapolis Colts.
Woo!
195 yards going into week 11. Can you believe it, ladies? We're at week 11 of the NFL season. 7 more weeks and we're in playoffs. Crazy. Anyway, moving on, we have James Cook of the Buffalo Bills. He's got 867 yards, right behind Mr. Jonathan Taylor. Then we have Rico Dowdle of Carolina with 735 yards. All these names that we don't usually hear. We have Javonte Williams. I don't know who he plays for. Maybe someone's Dallas Cowboys. He has 716 yards. And playing tonight for the Denver Broncos, J.K. Dobbins, who is in the 5th position with 695 yards. It's pretty crazy that we're not seeing some of the names we usually hear. There's no Derrick Henry because he can't keep the ball in his hands to save his life. There's no Josh Jacobs from the Packers. Usually he's in the talks. And Jahmyr Gibbs has been relatively quiet for the Detroit Lions. He was in the top 3 earlier on in the season in yards carried. So definitely a cool, different vibe with our rushing yards. I'm pretty excited to see that it is a different list and there aren't the notables that are usually there. And then moving on to receiving yards, we have at number 1, God help me, it's a Buckeye. It's Jackson Smith-Njigba of Seattle. He's got 948 receiving yards, almost at 1,000. He's been doing really, really well with Sam Darnold up in Seattle. It's pretty cool. And then we have Jamar Chase. Even without Joe Burrow, he's still second with 831 yards. Then
I told you trust Flacco.
We'll see. And then we have another guy from from Janae's team on this list. We have Mr. George Pickens of the Dallas Cowboys with 764 yards. And then we have Puka Nacua of the Rams. He has 711 yards.
I love Puka.
5th, taking a dramatic plunge where he's usually at the top, is Justin Jefferson, Mr. Jay Jetto of the Minnesota Vikings with only 649 yards. Last year at this time, he was almost at 1,000 yards with Sam Darnold. But we'll see. JJ's back. He did an amazing job last game, bringing them to victory. No one thought they'd win that game. But noticeable people not on there. You don't have like a Mike Evans or Chris Godwin. They're usually in the receiving yard talks. No Amon-Ra St. Brown, no Terry McLaurin. None of the players that usually are up there as far as receiving yards are there.
Wow.
Again, a lot of newbies. And I'm liking it. Kind of like when I broke down the playoff.
Yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love that.
So passing yards, we're finally at the quarterbacks. I left them last because they're always first. So we have Danny Dimes, Mr. Indiana Jones, with 2,404 yards passing, followed by Justin Herbert. He still is in the talks from the Chargers, 2,390 yards. Then we have Mr. Patrick or Patricia Mahomes, whatever you want to call him, from the Chiefs with 2,349 yards, right behind Herbert. And then again, Janae, I'm talking about your boys a lot. Then Mr. Dak Prescott of your Dallas Cowboys with 2,319 yards.
Let's go.
3 of them really close together. And then we have the little innocent guy in New England, Mr. Drake May.
Yeah.
Good for him.
2,285 passing yards. I love it. So you don't hear a lot about passing yards from Daniel Jones and Drake May. You usually hear about it from
I
Dak,
love it.
Patrick, and Justin, but names not on the list. who are we surprised because of injury and everything and not having a great season? Lamar Jackson.
Yeah,
Not
I agree.
the hunt.
Yeah.
Not in the hunt.
Yes.
When's the last season we've seen him not in the hunt for an MVP, passing yards, leading the way in
Very
the
true.
NFL talks?
Very
And then
true.
some other noticeables would be
Wait,
like
no magic piece of magic's on there.
No,
Oh.
Josh
No.
Allen.
Nope.
No Jordan Love. No
Wow.
Sam Darnold. These were guys we
You know
talked
what?
about.
I
a
like
lot.
it though. I agree with you. I like the shakeup, Kate. I'm with you.
And no Jared Goff. These were all people that led in passing
Wow.
last year. We're
Wow.
always in the top 5, 6, 7. So there are some of your top leaders in offense
Nice.
with passing, rushing, and receiving.
I love it.
Now we're going to my favorite part of the game, which is defense.
Let's go.
I'm all about defense. Defense wins championships.
Oh, Anthony.
And these names are not the names we're used to hearing, ladies.
Like
We have with tackles. We have Jaden Brooks of Miami with 93. A team that's not playing the greatest has a guy that's leading in tackles. Cedric Gray of Tennessee leading with his 91 tackles. Bobby Wagner of Washington with 90 tackles.
Wow.
Demario Davis of your Saints, Nicole, has 84 tackles at number 4 in the league. And then we have Bobby, I'm probably going to butcher his name, Okereke of the New York Giants with 82 tackles.
Oh my God! So
Woo!
the losing teams
Have a
Are
high,
leading in
high
tackling.
tackle rate.
So what does that tell you? Who is really messing up the most?
Right. So did you notice I didn't name like Max Crosby? And do you know whose name has been noticeably different and not on a lot of defensive talks? Is TJ Watt, Defensive Player of the Year.
You're right.
No one's talking about him on any of the ESPN shows. No one's talking about him on Fox Sports or anywhere else. So TJ, where are you at, boy? Come on, step up.
That's true.
The Steelers need you. And then, usually we hear about the Bosas. I know he's injured, but not a lot of talk about Joey Bosa, even though he's in a lot of tackles for the Bills. And you don't hear about Von Miller. You're not hearing about all these players that we're used to hearing about. Not even Aiden Hutchinson from my team is being talked about. So moving on, my favorite part is when they sack that quarterback. It's the sack leader. You got to sack that quarterback. I'm all about it. So, and then again, names we're not always used to hearing. There's one on there, but Brian Burns of the New York Giants, again, not a very successful team, leading with 11 sacks. Miles Garrett, who we're used to hearing, 10 sacks. Byron Young from the Rams, 9 sacks. Nick Bonito of Denver, 8 sacks. And then my Michigan boy for the Green Bay Packers, Rashawn Gary, with 7.5 sacks.
Okay.
So, interesting list. No Trey Hendrickson, no Micah Parsons, and no Aiden Hutchinson. All guys that left last year.
Interesting.
It's a shakeup. And now I'm bringing in a new category with quarterback pressures because it's all about putting that pressure on that quarterback too.
Okay.
Which this is one that will kind of a little bit make sense with the 3 names, but Aiden Hutchinson is leading with 55 for my Detroit Lions. Will Anderson Jr., who we hear a lot about for the Texans, with 47 pressures.
Okay.
Tui Polopatu of the Chargers is leading with 45. And then George Karlaftis of the Chiefs is 44 pressures. And then your Micah Parsons, who's now with the Packers, is 5th in the league with 43 pressures. But again, no TJ Watt, no Max Crosby, no Bosa. None of the names we're used to hearing putting the pressure on the quarterback. So, ladies, we have an interesting shakeup in these early talks because these are the players that are going to be brought up for Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, MVP, in
like
all of
it.
those. And it's going to maybe be some names we haven't heard in a very long time, or names that should be brought up in those talks when we do the awards near the Super Bowl time. But going into week 11, these are the people on the leaderboard, and that is the breakdown in the NFL going into week 11. So, ladies, what do you think of that list?
I like it. I
dynamic.
love it.
Amazing. Yes.
I like
it
the
a lot.
shake up. I love
Fresh
the shake
air.
up. Let's go. Yeah.
I like newbies on the list. You did good, Kate. That was a heck of a breakdown. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. I know you guys love that. Comment on what you guys think. Are those top players who you think should be in? Is there somebody that the NFL may have missed? But hey, the numbers speak for itself, and our girl Kate is going to bring you the breakdown. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Woo! All right, so we got to move on to our next segment. Delilah, what do we got?
Yes.
That's right. Who's got game? She's got game. Who's got game? She's got game. That's right. That's what I'm going to name this whole entire segment, because here at the Ladies Takeover, we do talk about football.
Who's got game? She's got game. And when I say she, I mean my girl Nicole. What do we got for She's Got Game today?
Okie dokie. Well, we got a hot one. I'll say hola and bonjour and hello. So this week, we are shining a spotlight on a woman who is rising. She's not. She's risen. She's rising. She's a rising force.
Rising, all of it.
She's raising and rising at the same time, because women can do it all. No, she's a rising force in the NFL ownership ranks. Her name is Charlie Ursay Gordon. So she is the vice chair and co-owner of the Colts, who, if you guys didn't see the standings, are currently 7-2.
Let's go.
Which we've talked about before with our QB. So they are doing something right, and I just wanted to highlight she is one of the 3 daughters of the Colts owner, Jim Irsay, and she has been I was going to say invoiced. She's been into it in the day-to-day operations for the franchise for years. So she's deeply immersed in the complexities of running a major professional sports organization. Remember how last year I did talk a little bit about, the role and ownership of what they actually do. Well, they cover business operations, community relations, ticket sales, and the most important, obviously, is having a seat at the table of football on the sideline decisions. So firing, hiring, big moves, okay? Money moves, as Cardi B would say.
Yes, money moves.
Yes. So she has been highly praised by her colleagues and the team leadership for her dedication and her drive to. Where did it go? Oh, sorry. She's been praised by her colleagues and in the team leadership for her dedication and her drive to understand every facet of the Colts. And that dedication was recently put on a viral display. So we can roll that clip now and see what we got.
I need to learn more about this. I need to be able to say, is this person full of BS? Do they even know what they're talking about? And I think one of the things that being on the headset has really helped me learn is, to the question earlier, it's such a complex organism, a football team, and how it operates. And on game day, and you could say, oh, that person ran that route wrong, when you learn to find, oh, someone tagged the wrong wide receiver, and it wasn't really the player's fault. It was the person that called it. So, and it's never, I think that's been a very valuable, because it also helps us be able to know, where do we need to make tweaks? What resources do we need? What do we need to fix? So much of it comes down to just how we operate and how things work. And the headsets are really, I wish I would suggest it for anyone else that has to pay coaches and GMs millions and millions of dollars. It helps you make a less expensive mistake potentially. I need to learn more about this. I need to be able.
Yes, that is right. So that was her clip that went viral. So it put her
Agree with her 100%.
right on a viral spotlight. And it wasn't just, you guys, a clip of like a great speech or like trophy celebration, inauguration of a new stadium. No, no, no. It was just something more subtle and far more telling about her commitment to the game. Okay. So during that recent, she was filmed on the sidelines wearing a pair of headphones, and she wasn't listening to a podcast or music. She was tuned into the offensive coordinator's headset. So she's you got a boss that's listening. Okay, so you better be doing a good job on the field because she's
Let's
listening.
go.
Okay. While hearing every split second technical communication as it happened, the play calls, audible changes, the adjustments, and the reasoning behind those complex decisions that, where you put your money is, she is in a league where owners often stay high up in the box office, the luxury, with all the amendments. But this moment speaks volumes because she's there on the field. She showed up as a leader who isn't just forced into ticket sales and what's trending at the time, but she's determined to actually understand the nuance and the complexity of like decision makings, obviously to make the team better so that when she has to make those high level decisions, she knows what's going on the field at an operational level. Okay, so she's not just an owner, she's an active student of the game, setting a powerful example of for women in leadership everywhere. So let's give it up to her. I think she's got
Let's go. If all of those male owners need to take a tidbit from somebody who said, I'm going to pay my money, but I'm going to make sure you're doing your job to get this money. Come on, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Wow. That press conference gave me chills because it's like, wow, that absolutely makes sense. That you need to be listening to what's going on and making sure that it's accountability not only on the players, but the coaches. Let's go.
Yeah. Yes.
I loved it. Oh my God. I'm so happy that that's the clip you pulled up, because when I saw that, I was like, yes, of course. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Why are you up in the rafters? Listen to what these guys are saying.
Yes.
Oh my God. I loved her for years because her father, we've covered her a few times actually at different times, because she really was learning from her father, because her father passed away last year.
Yes.
And she really, kudos to passing her the baton to lead the team. No hate on the rest of his daughters. That's fine, because some people find their niches. I'm not against that, right? Everybody finds, so like his daughters also have other parts, but she is right in that I ain't paying you money, like a lot. These contracts are massive. Yeah, I want to listen to what you're doing, what you're saying, what decisions you're making. I want to know. So I love that she wants to learn the not just what she learned from her father, but listening to what these guys are saying and doing, so she can ask them questions like, why'd you make that call? Why'd you make this decision? Why'd you play this player? Why did you not play this player? That's genius. I love her. Please, kudos. Continue. Your boss at Boss B, because I'm not gonna say the whole, but
yes,
please do keep rocking it, Carly.
Love it. I
love it.
I think that was awesome. Awesome, Nicole.
Woo!
Man, that was great. That was fantastic. All right, guys, we know we're getting up there on time, but we got some more goodness for you. Delilah, what do we got?
Our brand new segment, which is super fun. I can't wait for you to fire these questions at us.
We got a yes or no rapid fire. This is our time that we can ask questions. It's a yes or no. We want you guys to chime in with us.
The rapido fire questions. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's go ahead and do this, Kate.
All right, ready for the first one?
Delilah.
Yeah,
let's do it.
You know what? I don't mind being confused by Kate. I love her. It's cool.
Let's do it.
Right.
I want to be like you.
Question 1. This is a good one.
QB
Yes.
3 interceptions in the first half.
Yes.
Yes, indeedy.
Yes. I mean, I know it doesn't happen. I mean, because you let your quarterback just go through.
Right.
There you go. There you go.
She remembered her paper again. Turn it.
I definitely.
Does not happen often.
I'm sorry,
when it
but
does-
like when your quarterback's about to lose you the game
Yes.
and you're not
I'm a
performing,
yes.
bring it back up.
Yes.
Don't let them stay out there and struggle.
I'm a big yes. We're all
100%.
yes.
100%.
I had it.
If Jared Goff threw 3 interceptions, I'd be like, let's see who else can do something
All
better.
right. All right. All 4 of us
Absolutely.
said yes.
Sorry, Mr.
Anybody
Radler.
else? Anthony, thank you for chiming in. Anybody else? Yes? No? Like to hear from you. Okay, ready? Question 2.
If your team loses by 30 at home, should tickets to the next game be buy one, get one free as an apology to the fans? I can say that's I'm going to say no because we've had a lot of teams that have had to pay their money.
And I just tell you right now that if you're a student at Michigan State and you buy a ticket, you get to bring 2 family members in for free.
Oh, that's a good
I do like that deal. I do
That's a
like that
trade-off.
deal.
Seriously, that's what we do up here in
Where if a team is failing, that they have made some.
That's true. But if your team is losing and they're not a good team, tickets are normally cheap. I believe, look,
Not for us.
Kate can tell you, I'm pretty sure what the prices of Detroit tickets are now. 10 years ago, you can get them for
I could go to a
cheaper.
game 4 years ago. I can't afford. The nosebleeds are like $358 or something. Like
Our Elks
58.
have had 22 consecutive losses at home, okay, recently, and we actually did this as an organization.
Oh, see? I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
I like it. I think,
Okay,
look,
our last
we're yeses.
question. I said
Yes,
yes.
yes, yes.
Janae said no. 3 yeses.
yeah, I did say no because they're going to be cheap anyway if your team's that bad.
Nope. Listen, I've never seen a cheap Bears tickets, no matter how bad we do.
That's because you guys are loyal. You guys are loyal. I mean, they're so used to losing seasons that they're in it. They are in it. And now that they got some victories, I'm seeing a little swag off the Bears fans right now.
All right, let's go. Last question.
If a ref blows a call that changes the outcome, should that ref be mic'd up to explain it publicly? I like that. Yes.
Yes.
Explain your call.
Especially when they
Accountability.
call games against the Chiefs. We need explanations for why you're always bailing that
Yeah.
team out
Yeah.
because it makes my blood pressure boil.
Yes.
I want to hear that voice
yeses.
crack.
We got another
Pressure.
5 yeses. Look,
5.
Anthony said yes as well.
4 from the host and 1 from our producer. 5.
Let's go. Let's go.
Explain yourself.
I love it. Oh man, that was a good one. That was a good question, guys. All
That was
right.
another good question.
All right.
Mhm.
Ooh, all right. That was fun.
That was fun. I absolutely love it. Look, if you guys got a rapid fire question, Delilah, Kate, they all post these all over. If you got one, let us know. Look, I'm telling you, look, Anthony said after review, it was discovered that a white hat had 5,000 knot in his right sock. The call is overturned. Hey, I bet you they would, if they have to explain it, they definitely will make better calls. They will make better calls if they got to explain it to the
They
public.
sure would. They sure would. Speaking as a teacher, right? A former teacher, explain yourself.
Yes, yes. Hey, but we got more goodness for you. This show is absolutely amazing because you are tuning in with us. We appreciate it. Make sure you like and share. But we got some more for you. Delilah, what do we got?
Rivalries are the heartbeat of sports. That's what makes the games bigger than just a scoreboard. When two teams with a history line up, it's not just winning, it's about pride, bragging rights. Who gets to hold the upper hand, right? Until next time, rivalries crank up the intensity, keep players motivated, give fans edge of your seat experiences, right? It's not, and when it comes to football, it's not just X's and O's. It makes it personal because football rivalries can go pretty deep.
And you know the person who always knows the great rivalries is our girl Diana Crespo. Let's go.
All right. Well, in honor of tonight's game, I love when these Thursday night games work out. A few times I've had to go off,
Yes.
but I honored like the Saints team last time, even though they didn't play. But that was good coverage. You know, Saints and Bucks, especially because even though Ben's not commenting, he usually is. But I thought that was fun. Anyway, so I'll cover.
He did have a few comments. He's been commenting on the Facebook. So we'll make sure.
I'm sorry,
I know
Ben.
I missed it. But
Oh,
Ben is
sorry,
tuning
Ben.
in. You know I got Ben is always going to tune in.
I was missing it. Ben, we love you. All right. All right. Yeah. So I had to cover Raiders and Broncos. It is a very long rivalry. Okay. This is going back to the AFL days. I don't know if everybody knows. There was a time where there was two football leagues. So like the American Football League, National Football League, right? And then they
Yes.
So this rivalry is from the AFL days. Okay. That's how long the Raiders and Broncos have been beefing. Okay. Just to put it to perspective. All right. So since 1960, they have hated each other since day one.
Wow.
Now, here's the all-time. I'm calling all-time, not just now, but like from AFL era through now. This is how the Raiders lead 73, 56, and 2. Obviously, that is spread out over a lot of decades. I'm just giving you the numbers. So all-time series, the Raiders are leading in the rivalry 73, right? 73, 56 to 2, right? That 2 means 2 ties, right? We know that now. 2 means ties. Anyway, so that's where that is. They've only met twice in the playoffs, though, which is crazy. Right? Such a long rivalry, but they
a long time and that many times in the playoffs. Wow.
Yeah, they've only met twice, and each one has a win. In 1977, during the AFC Championship, the Broncos beat the defending Super Bowl champs 27-17 to punch their first ever football Super Bowl ticket. All right, that happened in 1977. In 1993, the AFC wild card, the Raiders then came back and beat Denver 42-24. That was when Napoleon McCullum scores 3 touchdowns in that game in 93. Okay, so that's where they've met. So each one won 1. There you go. The playoffs met twice, and each one has a win and a loss. All right. It was early Raiders dominance. So from 1963, that's what I'm trying to explain. So from 1963 through 1976, Denver went 2-24-2 versus the Raiders. Okay, again, yes, that was bad. But again, that was between 1963 to 1976. Then came the revenge era, right? The Shanahan era. Boom, boom, boom. All the drama.
Let's go.
All right. So the Raiders fired Mike Shanahan, and then he became Denver's head coach. And he went. Yes. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes. Shanahan went around. Yes. 21-7. Okay. That is how bad the revenge was. He stopped the Raiders during that time.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
That was the pettiest revenge arc. So, all right. Now, heading into tonight, the Raiders have won 8 straight heading into tonight. Again, I think Kate shared that they were 7-7. I don't know what the score is now.
7.5.
So right now in the rivalry, the Raiders are still leading. But again, it could go anywhere, especially like you ladies said, the Broncos are playing good. All right, here's some classic moments. In 1977, the turn, right? Again, that's when finally the Broncos got the they got the win on it, and they went to the Super Bowl for the first time, right? That was a big deal. Because of that, the fans Okay, the fans rushed the field and tore down the goalposts. Okay,
No way.
so Raiders fans,
Wow.
Raiders
Wow.
fans,
Does
Raiders
not
fans,
surprise me.
Raiders
No,
fans.
not surprise me either.
So they they went nuclear. They went in and they tore down the goalposts. Okay. Then in 1984, it was a Monday Night Brawl. Fist fights broke up. Okay. Multiple brawls. The benches and players were ejected. Even a kneel down turned into a shoving match. It was like wrestling style. Okay. This was in 1984. Like it was straight up like boom, like rumble. Like that.
Wow.
This rivalry, okay? Then in 1999, the snowball game. Denver fans bombed all the Raiders players with snowballs, and the Raiders fans started throwing it back. Another one went into the stands. There were a lot of penalties. People got in trouble. It almost reminded me of Malice in the Palace, but it didn't go that far. My girl Kate knows what I'm talking about.
Run our test.
Wow.
And then in 2017, you had the chain snatch. Come on, you guys know, right? So
Mhm.
Aqib Talib ripped off Michael Crabtree's train again. He did it twice. He ripped off his chain twice. So twice he ripped off his gold chain, and it turned into a fist fight again. Benches cleared. I know I'm using the model of baseball, but it's just easy. Everybody started fighting each other. People got ejected again. It's just, but that's what I'm saying. That is this type of rivalry. It's fun. Like both teams go into it going like, are we coming out black and blue today? Like what's gonna happen? Because they really like just hate each other. It's that kind of rivalry. So we'll see who wins today, but I thought that would be a fun one to cover in honor of the Raiders and Broncos' long-time feud.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
That's the most spiciest yet.
I
Holy.
love that rivalry. Oh, yeah, the snowballs. Can't forget the snowballs. The winning team on the football field is...
No pity for him.
Oh, Anthony, those were the days, not SummerSlam. Oh, yeah, it was definitely a brawl. A brawl. Oh, man, what a classic. Man, you brought back memories because I forgot about some of those things.
Oh, the bronze, yeah.
You're right. You are
Oh, yeah,
like
that's right. Your dad's a Raiders fan. Oh my God, you saw all this happen.
All of it. I said the snowballs. I can remember this is just. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Definitely
God,
a huge rivalry between the Broncos and the Raiders, which is why I haven't sent him a text because I know that this game is serious to him. For sure.
So
great job, Delilah. That was great.
Yeah.
That was great.
No
Let's go. NFL was like watching straight mugging back in the day. Oh yeah, Anthony for sure. All right, but we gotta move on to our last segment. Sadly, but Delilah, let's go ahead and kick that intro.
All right.
Ladies have the final say. We have the final say. This is one of the parts of the show that's near and dear to our heart. We love that we get to actually promote positivity, just like every other show that we have on the network. We love positivity. And this time, we get to hear from four dynamic ladies about what we want to say for the final say. We hate to do it because it is our last segment, but we try to leave the show with some positivity because that's how you should always do it. And this network always wants to promote love and positivity and whatever we just want to talk about.
Yes, ladies have the final say. We end it with what we want to say on the show because that's how we like to do it. I'm just going to hold and make sure I tell these wonderful ladies I appreciate them for holding me down. This last month has been crazy with Quinn not feeling well, with me not having a voice, with just so many things in my life. These last month, these ladies have never failed to be there, super supportive, and we've done that for each other all the time. But I just want to publicly say that I appreciate you guys, our wonderful brothers that hold us down, Anthony and Sean, but these girls don't bat an eye. I told them that I'd be able to make it work at one point, but I'm going to have to go to the car because Quinn, wasn't feeling well. She had a fever. It was just really messed up, and I felt horrible for leaving her, and they were like, don't worry about it. That's what sisters are for, and this show is more about, of course, it's the ladies' takeover, but we are genuinely sisters, and I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. My Canada sister, always. I can't wait for us to actually plan a meeting to go see her. And then, of course, I got my two girls, Kay and Delilah, as well. It's just a family that you always ask for. You want real people that are real friends that don't count at robbery, to look out for you, to make sure that you're good. And I appreciate that from you guys. You guys make me feel so good. Even when I'm not there, the show goes forth. It's always awesome. I mean, Sean and Ant, they always look out for us. They are they're good brothers. I'm telling you, they look out for us as well. So I just appreciate the team that we have here on the Ladies Takeover, and I don't count it for granted, and I thank you guys all the time. I love you all. All right, so we got to move on to the next one. We got Nicole. What you got for your ladies have the final say?
Well, I sadly on our show just now, I realized I didn't set up my Final Fantasy. So I just want to give a friendly reminder. I apologize, Taylor and Ed. They did a 3D printed. They got a Lombardi trophy, life size, that we got in the league. And they keep reminding me too about like, hey, set up your thing. And I'm like, I will 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes beforehand. And it never happened. So
I'm like,
I want to
you need
say,
a Lombardi trophy. That's great.
I know, but I do apologize. I am in it when I am. And sometimes life does take priority in
Yes.
sometimes of when you are, and
yeah.
that it is just a game and it's fun and they forgive. But yeah, it's a reminder to maybe not wait till last minute to set your roster up for your fantasy leagues. Okay, take it from me.
I love
Great
it.
advice, Nicole. Absolutely great advice.
I
Make
want
sure
to see
your
the
fantasies are
trophy.
set before the Thursday game, because you always forget about the Thursday night game, especially when you're doing fantasy. So that is fantastic advice. Delilah, what does your ladies have the final
Oh
say?
my god, I love it. Please send me a picture of the trophy. But anyway,
Yeah.
because it's the month of November in the United States, it is Native American History Month, but also it's the month of grace. And I just want everybody to lead with some grace. Treat people with kindness. Always lead with kindness. I feel like that's the right way to go. Your intentions should always lead with kindness. And so I just want to make sure that we take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and just, give somebody a kind word. And we just never know what people are going through. Like we learned today during the show a few times, right? Like people are troubled and you just don't know what people are dealing with. And so a kind word or a kind gesture can turn somebody around. You just don't know. And check in on people, please. Check up on people. Sometimes the people that are smiling the most actually need your help, right? I feel like
Yes.
sometimes people forget the extroverts, because introverts, you kind of know, like, let me check on you, you're super sensitive, but your extroverts hide that, and so like just kind of be careful, be open, and just ask like, hey, how are you doing? Just say hi, text a hello, how you doing, a little emoji, even emoji, whatever, but
Yes.
check in on each other, lead with grace and kindness.
Oh, I love that. It's time. Like she said, it's that season, holidays, times, you just never know what people are going through. A lot of people are celebrating holidays now without their family members and all of those things. And remember, the main piece that she talked about, the grace. We all need grace. We all mess up. We've all been there to where we haven't made the best decisions. Remember, we need grace too. Everybody needs grace. We all mess up, but make sure you take that time to reach out to somebody. That's a perfect message, Delilah. It really was. All right, Kate, finish us off with the ladies had a final say, my girl.
Well, mine is kind of piggybacking off of Delilah a little bit, but I really, really quickly want to say there used to be the National Suicide Prevention Hotline in America, but they've changed it to just all you have to do is dial 988. So, people, if you have anyone that needs that help, have them dial 988. please have them reach out to people. Please have them talk to people. In my Let's Talk family, football family, I am an open door but a closed lip. So if you ever need someone to talk to, want to be a listening ear, you need to vent, you need to do whatever you need to do, you're having a rough time and a rough day, I am always here for you. You can always DM me. I can always reach out and give you my phone number. I want to be a help and a support to anyone who needs it, because we're getting to the holiday times, and that is when suicides do go up, and that is when depression sinks in, and that's when everyone's either alone and doesn't have family and friends. But be willing to open up your table, be willing to set a setting at your table for anyone who needs it. And if you know someone at your work, or you know someone that needs a place to go for the holidays, open up your home. Be willing to say we have room at our table, because that might be the best thing that you've ever done for someone, is giving them a seat at your table. So be willing to do that. If you know people that need somewhere to go, help them find a place, help them find a church or a shelter or whatever they need to get them the help to get them back on their feet. We do this at work. We offer those services, have the numbers out, have the places for anyone who's in need to go. And right now, with the SNAP benefits ending, we're doing a food drive at work. So be willing to participate in food drives and helping out the less fortunate. Right now, as SNAP benefits are not going on right now, and with our government shutdown. So be willing to help the less fortunate at these times, and making sure that they have food on their table, and making sure that people have a place to go. That's the kind of servant heart we all need to have, and this is the time of year to have it. So just please, 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 whatever you can do, show love, help out, and be a beacon and a light at this time, because it is a rough time in our country right now, and people are struggling to make ends meet, and people are struggling to put food on the table. And I'm so fortunate I have a governor who passed free lunches, and so that the kids that may not have those meals at home have those meals at school. So in this time of holidays, be a giving heart, lend your table, show them where they can go, be a help. And so my lady's final say is just have a servant's heart at this time of year.
Oh, I love that. Oh, you are so right. I mean, this is a time right now where, it's very uncertain for a lot of families, and you don't know anybody's struggle, you don't know what they're going through, and there needs to be a million people just like Kate, that like they said, open up your table, make sure that if you got something that you can give, do it. It is the time for giving. If you look in that closet and you haven't worn that thing in 50 million years, get rid of it and give it to the Salvation Army. People are really in need right now. Take that bag out, to the main streets of a city. Right now, people will get it right off, and you don't even have to do the Salvation Army. Take that bag, put it in the city. That's what we do every fourth Saturday, and they are grateful. They will take it. But there's a lot of ways that you can give back during this hard time. But I just love you guys. You guys do the perfect. Ladies have the final says, because this is what it's all about. Positivity, light, love, fantasy football, thinking about what, making sure of that as well. But it's just such a good time where you can hear from us, where we really genuinely have a heart for people, and realizing the times that we're in right now and the season that we're in. So we're sending all the positive light and love from the Ladies Takeover. We genuinely appreciate all of you for tuning in. You can catch us every 2 weeks. That means next Thursday we won't be here, but the Thursday after we will be ready to talk some football, find out about the breakdown, the rivalries, the She's Got Game, the drama. You got it right here, and we can't wait to see you in 2 weeks. So on behalf of the Ladies Takeover, we wish you guys a happy weekend. Enjoy, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye-bye. Signing off from the Ladies Takeover.
This show is a staple. I'm telling you, it's not too many shows I don't really know any other show that has an all-woman panel talking about football.
No, we
Come
did
on.
it first here. LTF family.
Right here.
Woo!
You guys are witnessing the history right here. We're doing big things. And then look at us now. You know, we may not have been able to start this show without Kate having this idea of an all-women show. And look at us now. We believed in this goal to make this show happen. So I'm excited to be here with you ladies and to promote positivity and love, because that's what I talk about it with Sean all the time. This is what this show is all about. This is what all the Let's Talk Football shows are about. It's positivity and love. Shout out to the Let's Talk Football ladies Takeover that the show goes on. This show is important to all the shows. I mean, this is a staple show. So I'm excited that you guys tuned in, and we all hope that you guys tune in next week